Hi, I am Nana Trap, and this is story time. Now we're going to read a story, and the name is The Old Woman Who Wasn't Afraid of Anything. Today, the woman got ready to go for a walk and through the forest. She was searching for nuts and berries and flowers and different things. So she put on her jacket and she put on a hat. She grabbed a basket and started walking through the forest. And she started picking nuts and picking flowers and picking berries and putting them in her basket. And when she was finished, it started getting dark. So she started home. She's walking. It's getting darker and darker. And she's walking. And she heard a noise. What was that? And what did the lady see? She saw shoes, big shoes. And they were flopping around. And she heard them walking. And the sound was like clomp. So the shoes said clomp, clomp. And the woman said, what? There was no body. There was no legs, there were no hands, there was no face, no legs. There was nothing. Just the shoes going clomp, clomp. And she looked and she said, I'm not afraid of anything. So she kept on walking. And behind her, following her, were those shoes. And the old lady looked behind her, and those shoes were going clomp, clomp. They were following her, and the lady thought, I'm not afraid. So she kept on walking. And what did she see? A pair of pants. And the pants were just waving around in the air, wiggling around. And they were going wiggle, 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 wiggle. There was no body, no face, no arms, nothing. No feet, no nothing. And the woman looked at her and said, I'm not afraid. So she kept on walking. And behind her, now there were shoes following her, going clomp, clomp, and pants following her, and they were wiggling and wiggling and wiggling. The lady thought, whatever. She kept on going. And what did she see? She saw a shirt. And the shirt was just waving around, the woman is shaking, and the woman didn't see a face. There was no body, no arms, nothing. Just the shirt only. And the woman looked at it and she said, I'm not afraid of that. So she kept on walking. And behind her were the shoes going clomp, clomp, and the pants going wiggle, wiggle, and the shirt going shake, shake. And they were following her. And the woman was kind of looking behind her, and she thought, I'll keep on walking. And she stopped, and what did she see? They were gloves. There were no hands, no arms, nothing, no face, no body, nothing. Just the gloves. And what were they doing? They were clapping. And the sound was like clap. And they were clapping and clapping. And when the woman looked, she thought, she's got the clapping gloves. And then there was a hat, a very tall hat, a top hat. And what was it doing? Nod, nod. It was nodding and nodding. There was no face, no neck, no body, nothing. So the woman looked at it. She's a little bit afraid, just a little bit. A little bit afraid. She thought, nah, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you either. And so she kept on walking, but she walked a little faster and she started to hurry. And behind her were the shoes going clomp, clomp, and the pants going wiggle, wiggle, and the shirt going shake, shake. And the gloves were going clap, 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 clap. And the hat was going nod, nod. And they were all following her. And the woman started running. She was going really fast. She wanted to get home. And what did she see? A big round pumpkin. It had triangle eyes and a triangle nose and a big smile. And it said boo. And it startled the lady. Boo! And it startled the lady again. She was a little bit afraid, but she said, I'm not afraid of you. And the woman started running, and she was running and running, trying to get home, and it was getting closer and closer to her house, and she could see it, and she took off running, and behind her, the shoes were going clomp, clomp, and the pants were going wiggle, wiggle, and the shirt was going shake, shake, and the gloves were going clap, clap, and the hat was going nod, nod, and they were all following the woman. And she's running and running. She gets in her house and she slams the door. Oh, she can relax. She's safe at home. Her heart is just racing. Whew, what was that? So she goes in and she sits down by the fire and she tries to get warm by the fire, and it's calm and peaceful. And what did she hear but a knocking at the door? Knock, knock, knock. And the woman thought, who is that? So she got up and she walked to the door and she peeked out of the door. And what did she see? The shoes going clomp, clomp, and the pants going wiggle, wiggle, and the shirt going shake, shake, and the gloves going clap, clap, and the hat going nod, nod. What is this? What do you do? What do you want? Oh, and the pumpkin said, boo. The old lady said, what? What? I am not afraid of you. The pumpkin said, boo, boo. And the woman said, I'm not afraid of you. The pumpkin was disappointed. You're not afraid of me? The lady said, no. Well, what can I do? The woman thought for a second and she said, oh, I have an idea. I think you need to go outside and be a scarecrow. So she goes, all of you need to go outside. And the pumpkin said, oh, that's a good idea. So they ran outside, and the shoes went on the ground, and the pants hung up above it, and the shirt hung up above the pants, and the arms hung to the side. The pumpkin was on top of the shirt, and the hat went on top of the pumpkin, and the gloves hung out by the shirt. And it just hung there. And the blackbirds would fly by, and they would see the scarecrow, and they would fly all around, and they were scared. And the pumpkin would just smile and nod and say, boo, boo, and it made him happy. So he hung there. And that's the end of the story. I'm Nana Trap. Good night. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I love you.